Incentives, bonus, reward, and award. Is this necessary or not for field force, sales, and employees? In this video, I will explain the importance of 7 topics. 1. Why does giving more incentives or bonus cannot significantly improve performance? 2. The concept to provide incentives or reward. 3. Inspire their high performers to keep up their momentum. 4. Other indicators of organizational effectiveness. 5. Statistic Study said. 6. The essential components of a profitable sales incentive program. 7. Effective strategies for people who are more interested in selling. Point 1. Why does give more incentives or bonus cannot significantly improve the performance? Some companies want to increase their revenue, in the short term by offering some sort of bonus or promotion, that they know will motivate their sales team. Other companies might want to increase their revenue in the long term, by investing in training and development programs, that will help them make more money in the future. Point 2. The concept to provide incentives or reward. Most sales executives and managers understand the significance of providing incentives for their employees, but creating an engaging program can be challenging. Because no two salesmen are the same, it can be difficult to implement an incentive program that appeals to every member of the team. It is difficult to overestimate the level to which the majority of managers, and the people who offer them advice believe in the possibility for awards to be cashed as a form of compensation. Undoubtedly. The concept that individuals would do better if they are given a reward, however, is more remarkable because it is rarely examined. The concept that individuals are fairer, but the problem is how to make the target is right. For example, target to expand the market. Many salespeople said that black/dry territory. For this territory is not easy to enter the market and many challenges. And if the field force or salesperson can increase the sales per semester, the manager or leader has to give praise and giving pride comment in the team. But target to expand the market, in existing products or developing areas, many sales said that white/wet bonus or incentive. This territory is already available in all of the facilities. And the other target for decreasing sales is because the product stopped production, pandemic, or a difficult situation. The manager or leader has to give the support mentality. This presumption and the associated behaviors are widespread, although there is mounting evidence to support it. Numerous studies in sales, hospitals, offices, classrooms, and other settings have found that rewards frequently disrupt the very processes that they are meant to improve. Point 3. Inspire their high performers to keep up their momentum. Retention becomes a never-ending uphill battle for managers, as they seek to find innovative ways to inspire their high performers, to keep up their momentum, increase sales performance, and motivate disengaged team members. It's unlikely that a standard sales compensation package will be sufficient to keep your sales motivated. Sales incentive programs are used to encourage sellers in 90% of top-performing firms. Companies must provide exciting rewards that guarantee high levels of satisfaction and engagement, if they want to stay profitable and competitive. Ever since. Point 4. Other indicators of organizational effectiveness. However, a thorough look into the relationship between salary, particularly at the executive level, and corporate profitability and other indicators of organizational effectiveness. They found commonly weak or even contradictory relationships between salary and performance. The absence of such a relationship is typically viewed as proof that there are connections between compensation and factors other than how well employees perform their jobs. However, most of these facts might also be used to support a different, causally opposed conclusion. This research may show that better performance is not necessarily correlated with higher remuneration. In other words, it might be a fool's errand to even try to reward quality. Point 5. Statistic Study said. Speaking of the studies in the mid-1980s, Richard A. Guzzo, an associate professor of psychology at the University of Maryland College Park, and his colleagues at New York University did a meta-analysis of over 330 comparisons from 98 studies to examine the effects of intervention programs on worker productivity. Although there appeared to be a favorable association between financial incentives and productivity based on the raw data, statistical testing revealed that there was actually no meaningful effect overall due to the large variances between studies. Furthermore, there was little to no correlation between monetary incentives and the number of workers who were absent or who resigned their positions within a given period. Pay-for-performance schemes on the other hand had much less of an effect on output than training and goal-setting initiatives. Let's continue to point 6. The essential components of a profitable sales incentive program. What is the meaning of the essential components? The point A is: learn what drives your team's motivation. Financial rewards are nice, but most salespeople are also motivated by the chance to help others, make a difference, and be appreciated. Incentives or awards, like gift cards and bonuses given out at periodic times, are still not likely to keep people interested in your business, your clients, or their growth. Take the time to learn what motivates your team members before launching the program. Managers can use the first 5 minutes of each meeting with each salesperson to inquire about their motivations, and the impact that various incentives have on them. Sales will value your efforts to show appreciation in a manner that is meaningful to them. And they will feel secure returning to you with feedback, if the incentives you provide aren't satisfying. Point B. Set objectives that are both specific and achievable goals. Using an incentive program to see how far you can push your repetitions can be tempting. But while this strategy might work for 1 or 2 very ambitious sellers, most will quickly give up, lose interest, and lose motivation. To make the most of your program, set goals that are clear, reasonable, and achievable goals by everyone. After all, it's not fair or reasonable to expect that brand new support team to close such and such number of sales when they're just getting started. Before the program starts, you should explain in detail how it will work, how the performance of your sales will be tracked and measured, and how they will be rewarded if they meet their goals. Then, let sellers evaluate in and talk about whether they think the rules you've set are fair. Point C. Accept and welcome the social pressure. A little bit of competition may stimulate any representative. Force them out of their comfort zone, and boost team spirit. If sellers' performance inside your incentive program is not publicly acknowledged, they will likely not feel the necessary pressure to step up their game. During team meetings, display the development and performance of each of your members. Encourage team members to cheer each other, or challenge one another in order to motivate them toward their objectives. Point D. Appreciate the possibility of a lot of winners. There is a good chance that your group includes 1 or 2 remarkable members who routinely perform at a higher level than their colleagues. If they don't allow for more than one winner, incentive programs can soon become into annoying pageants that exclusively honor those expert-level sellers. Your program should be structured so that it recognizes several high performers in a variety of categories. This will ensure that everyone stays in the running for the prize, and that members at all levels have an equal chance of winning. That way, there won't be any room for anger to grow, and everyone will feel motivated to contribute. Point E. Don't put a limit on earnings. If you place a limit on the amount of money that your team could potentially earn, you will also unintentionally limit the amount of success they could have. Your best customers should never be made to feel weak regardless of how successful they become otherwise. They may be motivated to slow down their own rate of advancement. Construct an alternative program that does not have a limit of any kind. Your salespeople at the lower and middle levels of performance will be aware that there is always something for them to strive toward, and your more seasoned and exceptional sellers will continue to improve. Point F. Combine financial and non-financial privileges as rewards. When you have determined the most effective method for motivating your staff, you should switch up the incentives you offer them as often as you can. Provide a balanced mix of financial and non-financial benefits in order to continually keep sellers on track, and inspired to enjoy the advantages that they most desire, instead of whether those rewards are monetary or not. And the last is 7. Effective strategies for people who are more interested in selling. A well-planned and carefully performed incentive program is the first step toward achieving your goal of consistently engaging and encouraging your sales staff to achieve their highest level of performance. If, on the other hand, your sales force continues to rely on outdated, legacy innovation as linked point solutions that require manual data entry, then you are making it more difficult for them to execute their tasks than is really necessary. Because they are difficult, time-consuming, and frustrating for sales who already have a great deal on their plates, traditional technologies have the potential to demotivate them before your incentive program has even begun. In order for any incentive program to be successful, the directors of the program must provide their salespeople with sophisticated tools that free them from inspiration-stifling responsibilities. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like and give a comment.